Hello everybody. Should you get your hardware removed from your leg after your surgery? By hardware I mean screws and plates. Well, I will share with you my personal experience. I was involved in a road accident, and my tibial plateau was fractured. It's a very serious injury uh, involving a very complex surgery and a long recovery time. Finally, after several months, I was allowed to put back my foot on the floor and I was able to properly walk again. I was very happy, very grateful. Nonetheless, I was not able to run. Um, by the end of every day, my knee was sore and I had some challenges going down the stairs. So I was very grateful to be able to walk again, but there were still some problems around the corners. Now, 1 year later, my surgeon asked me if I wanted my hardware removed. I really was not sure what I should do or not. Um, Going back to the hospital for a second surgery and potentially getting into complication was not very appealing. I was actually quite scared about it. So I had to assess the risk benefit factor, and I went online, looked for some information, and found some clinical studies. And the consensus was basically that the hardware should only be removed if there was some serious issue with it, meaning allergy, sharp pain, significant reduced mobility, a nail or a screw protruding. But I didn't fall in any of these categories, so you know there were there was some doubt, and I pondered on the question a bit longer, but by every day passing, the question came back to me and haunted me. What if the second surgery could give me back my life? I mean, what if the second surgery could take away this pain by the end of the day? And what if I could run again? And this question came back so often actually that it was actually the doubt was so painful that it led me to go for the surgery, because I couldn't live with the doubt. Maybe it could be better. So, and another factor contributing to me going back to second surgery is that the surgeon did a good job the first time. So I had confidence that he could do a good job the second time again. Second surgery, how can I say? There was some complication. Took twice longer than expected, but they got everything under control eventually. And I spent one night at the hospital as planned and went back home the next day. After 1 week, I could put back my foot on the floor, and eventually I was able to walk again. And not only I was able to walk again, but without pain by the end of the day. And I was able to go down the stairs properly. And after a few weeks, I gave it a try and I was able to run. So this second surgery was a success and it was totally worth it. Now, not only did they remove the hardware, but they also performed an arthroscopy, which basically is a procedure that they do to get inside my knee and clean the articulations. They remove the debris, but also fibrous tissues. So I don't even know from what procedure I benefited the most. Did I benefit the most from the removal of the hardware or from the arthroscopy where they actually cleaned the articulation? I don't know, and I would actually suggest to you to have both procedures done at the same time, just to cover everything. Now, a few points. If the surgeon did a bad job in your first surgery, you may not want to have the same surgeon do the second surgery. And quite often, the great surgeons are not necessarily the warmest people. that sometimes they're quite cold and they don't have much time for you. But they're great at what they're doing, and that's what matters in this case. It's not so important that you have a great connection with your surgeon. What is important is that you have a great surgeon, in the room. Second, don't put too much hope in physiotherapy. Physiotherapy can accelerate your recovery, but it's more about fine-tuning your recovery than really fixing some big problems. So if you have big mobility problems, a big sharp pain and whatnot, it's not a physiotherapist that will solve this issue. Third, your private insurance, or maybe even your surgeon, your first surgeon or whatnot, may not be very excited at the prospect of operating again, and especially the insurance, because, well, they have to cover the cost, so they will not be very excited for you to go back to the hospital. And if your surgeon is not really sure about his talent and greatness in his skills, well, he may try also to not perform the second surgery, because, well, he knows that he could fuck you up. So, the decision to go for the second surgery is really yours. And once you make it, you need to push for it, because not everybody has your interest in mind, really, and it's for you to push. That being said, I wish you good luck, good recovery, and good health. Bye.